All right, what's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. Now, Impact Wrestling from last night for 9/19/2024. Great show. Straight up. TNA, there's a reason why they're selling out. There's reasons why people are getting more and more interested in the product. There's a reason why their viewership is going up. I apologize for not covering it enough. TNA is actually pretty freaking good. TNA Impact every week has been great. I've been really enjoying it. The most recent episode, the Hardys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy and Slamovich defeating the System and Edwards and Tasha Steelz. I'm happy with that. Seriously. I think Alicia Edwards playing off the neck issues, Santana being a gangster, I'm cool with that. You know, the Thug Life stuff, I like that. I like the fact that they could do a Texas death match and not have blood and guts and, you know, with some type of violence, but not as bad as what AEW is doing. It's great. Joe Henry killing it. Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth, they were talking about the TNA World Championship. It's going to be Joe Henry's time. I think, Frankie Kazarian's also been proven. I like the whole segment. Marcella announced that Joe Henry versus Frankie Kazarian next week for the winner will move on to challenge Nick Nemeth for Bound for Glory in Detroit. So they'll have a number one contender match, not a elimination match, and then on top of an elimination match like AEW, but, Henry says basically every time he's down, fans lift him up. He is feeling they're going to lift him all the way up to the TNA World Championship. With that said, out came the king of TNA, basically saying he's had a lot of wins. Basically, it's his time. And Santana Marella basically made his presence known. And basically what he did is basically stated that they're going to have a number one contenders match next week on the next episode of TNA, and I'm cool with that. Josh Alexander being a new role as the TNA locker room leader, kind of getting shit from people. Eric Young kind of giving him advice that he's been there, done that, just like him. He's got some stuff to learn still if you want to win the title. Again, then we see Li Yang Lee, which was Xia Li. Basically, they're talking about her debuting, which was cool. I'm cool with that. She looks more devastating. She looks like Kung Lao. Okay, I'm not gonna front Kung Lao. I'm waiting for her to take the headpiece off and then take it and then break some stuff with it, like Kung Lao does in Mortal Kombat. But I digress. And I'm like waiting for her. From her. It's funny. The way they're debuting her is funny. But I like it. Xia Li's good shit. And hopefully she does things in TNA that she couldn't do in WWE. She's been on the independent scene. She's been on GCW for a minute and stuff like that. Mike Santana defeating JDC. Basically, Dirty Dango. Basically, in a match. Things continue to accumulate with leaping off the ladder as the referee standed handheld sturdily for him, put JDC through the stage equipment, then a 10 count to win the match. After celebrating, he attacked from behind by Moose. Moose beat him down repeatedly with chair shots and leaving him laying in rubble. So, again, Mike Santana defeating JC's and the System still going at him. That's good. Heather Reckless approaches Ash by Elegance. When the show returns, Ash by Elegant bragged about her looking in the mirror as Georgia Ice stands and behind her, bringing about her more in walking Heather Reckless, who said she wants to take them up on their offer. She said that her has a match next week with Xia Brookside and asked if they can watch it. They told her they'll think about it. And then Reckless walks off, and that's the Ash and Iceman go back and talking. Now, here's the thing that I like about this one. Spitfire defeats the Kendall Gray and Carly Brighton to retain the Knockouts tag team titles. I'm cool with that. You know, that match was good. This PCO stuff's been great. Let me tell you, PCO is good shit. He should have been signed by bigger organizations. I know he was in Ring of Honor, but that's not really a big organization when it was St. Clair Ring of Honor. But the stuff he's doing with Stat DeLander is fucking beautiful. I mean, this comedy thing, he was like hulking up, doing the Ric Flair strut, getting all pissed off. You know, Matt Cardona's in TNA. They're doing an amazing thing with Matt Cardona right now. I mean, seriously, I'm happy with that. Rhino defeats Matt Cardona via disqualification, and then PCO comes out, and then, you know, a backbreaker with the chair. PCO salutes onto it. Then the chair learned its lesson. Cardona was up close and witness. After that, the show heads into another commercial break. The PCO saw it, but Cardona exits the ring. PCO taps into his inner Ric Flair, which was really funny. But that was that segment. Rhino, seeing Rhino back on TV is great. Gia Miller interviews Speedball, Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey talks about recapturing the title. He is prepared to defend against the best of the best. Miller informs Bailey that speaking the best of the best, and Kushida and Zachary Wentz of ABC duo Chris Bailey and Ace Austin in a 6-man in action. Bailey will be teaming with Leon Strutter and Kushida, which is cool, next week. Mike Santana sends a message to JDC ahead of their Texas Death Match, which was basically that he's going to beat the shit out of him and show him what it is. First Class, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro. I think this is much better than Rick Swann. Hopefully Rich Swann comes back to TNA. I would like to see him back. They defeat Sinners and Saints basically after the talk with Josh Alexander. This was pretty freaking sweet. Again, TNA, good shit. Every week, TNA, good storylines. They keep it consistent. The booking's not been bad. Their pay-per-views have not been bad. And they've been featuring NXT talent. Like Jordan Grace here, again, was they had a segment with her, and then they had somebody, they had the princess of NXT or something like that, or she's like a one of those Rose Parade princesses or something like that, or like the model, like the stuff like that. And she comes out, but I think that's Tina Morales' cousin, real life cousin, I think. I could be wrong. Eric Young tells Josh Alexander to start acting like a leader instead of going out and doing stupid shit. Eric Young, love Eric Young. I love the fact that he's a producer now with TNA. Love the fact that he's been doing certain things. He's also working with Scott D'Amore, I think, with Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. So that's good. Josh Alexander is too, which is great. The System, the Hardy, Slamovich, they had pretty much a segment. I mean, I like the fact in this show that they were paying homage to Bray Wyatt to an extent. Jeff Hardy was. Again, I'm hoping to see TNA honestly do more live stuff. I want to see if they find a network outside of Access. They're going up in views. There's no doubt about it. More people are interested in TNA, but I want to see them get more views. This show, I would say, is a solid B+ all day long. It wasn't terrible. I do like the production quality. I did at the very beginning of the year when they were starting to build what they were building with NXT. I did say the production quality needed to get better. They have kind of fixed that. They're kind of doing their thing. I like the fact Hammerstone and stuff are being featured over on NXT. Joe Henry kind of being featured on and off on NXT, which is great. So, you know, again, they basically recapped Victory Road. They pretty much captured pretty much everything for that. Jordan Grace, I guess she'll have some type of stuff going on with the next couple of weeks. She's got another open challenge thing going on for her title, I think. And that was it. I mean, that's it for TNA this week. I mean, I was really happy. Mike Santana really being featured. I could see him on NXT. I could see them putting him there, maybe, doing something with All Ego or Trick Williams, however you wanted to go with that. I do like the brawler style from this. I like JDC. A little hokey pokey at Texas Deathmatch, but I did enjoy it for what it was. But anyway, tonight, I would say last night's show honestly was a solid all day long. I would honestly tell you this was a solid 7.0. Literally 7.0, B+. I was happy with it. I wasn't mad. And actually, it didn't put me to sleep. It actually kept me interested. And they have beginning, middle, and end, match, interview, match, and it was perfect. So, anyway, my name is RevSauce9. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.